So when I got here last night, the Google Maps were telling me to pick this route, and I come up here, I'm like, nah, no way, it's not going anywhere. Good morning guys from Belgrade, a capital and a biggest city in Serbia. It's Saturday morning and the town's just waking up. As you can see, it's been raining the whole night, and as a result of that, the temperatures has cooled down heaps. I mean, it's pleasant. It's just before 10 in the morning, and on today's video we have a few tasks. One of them is to visit the fortress, which is not too far from here. We're going to walk through the park. We should be there in a couple of minutes. This is the mighty Danube river. The good thing about super early in the morning plus the rain is definitely less people, and it actually looks really fresh. It's not super hot or sticky. It will be eventually, but I reckon we'll get through this without any issues. Almost 10 o'clock. We'll head over there. That's where the entrance is, and it's free. There is no ticket, and it's holds a significant history and value to the Serbian culture. So looking forward to see that. I did a walk along the Danube river yesterday, and I could see the fortress, and I believe initially I was there to see the sunset, but I think the sunset might be better from the fortress wall, because you'll be literally overlooking and a sunset just where those buildings are. So I reckon with the background of city, you're in a fortress, that'd be pretty cool. I love the smell of earth just after the rain. It's got an aroma to it. It's really nice. It's fresh. Hard to explain, but the smell of the soil, it's beautiful. It's great. So I believe that is the entrance. But while I was asking this another gentleman who's also a tourist here, I found a really fascinating information. I'll share that with you in a minute when we actually get in the castle, because I have to show you something. That's pretty cool. I knew there was something about it, but I wasn't confident. And I looked it up as well. Sure it is. Right, to me that looks like the entrance to the fortress. A very typical. We got a gate and a little water body in between, so they can lift it up, close it. Of course there's no water here, but I believe back in the days there would have been. I believe we are somewhere here. Let's check it out. So 1, 2, 3. Yep. And these doors, I thought they were wooden, but no, they're metal. Okay. And it is kind of wooden. No, it is actually wooden, but there's this plate here, which is like probably 1 millimeter or 2 millimeter thick. So this is, we're right at the back of the fortress, and this is where two rivers meet and merge. So before I said this is Danube, half right. So from this part, so looking over this side, that's Danube coming, and then you have a Sava river coming. They both merge just over here. I don't know if you can see the current. So the current over there is flowing up, let's say, to this side of the screen, and over there it's obviously I can see the current moving the other way. So it's kind of like a mix just here. And as it's seen in most part of the world where the rivers merge, there's always, because of the force, you get this another section, because the water's obviously, has to go somewhere, before it merges. It does merge, but part of the water's going to have a bit of a push and shove and trying to make some way. So I think that's probably more accurate sign there. I'm not an expert in that field, but you know, I've seen stuff in my life before, this merging and stuff in the rivers, and that's the pattern, and I believe that's what happened here. If I'm wrong, yeah, jump in and put in a comment box and correct us all. This wall, this rock's just, it's about to come out. Yeah, it's definitely seen better days. I don't know how many times I've said this before. I would hate to be the guy. He'd be working on these walls as a labourer. The problem is, A, these kind of fortresses or castles are usually built high up on the hill, so you have to carry shit up. And they're uneven. So, you know, it's not like you're carrying a brick which has got a pattern to it. It'd be like all different sorts of sizes, weight, shape. You know, I don't think back in the days they had great quality gripping shoe either. So it sucks to be a poor guy back in the days. For the king, yeah, it's awesome. You just have to find a hill and say, alright boys, go up there.
Ništa se ne zakazuje. Za jecu. To je relativno.
So that must be a lookout tower. We got a bit of a peaky holes up there. 360 view. And this bridge, there must be chain bridges, so they just get lifted up. Probably now they have removed the chain system, but I believe that would have been the case back in the days. Right now I'm on top of this lookout tower. It's not the highest lookout tower, but this one's probably at the forefront of the actual castle. I believe that's like another lookout tower, which is higher. But from here, you do have those sneaky peeky holes. So you can stick the gun out or the bow and arrow, whatever you have, while you still have a cover. But now those days are gone, so let's talk about what we have here. Beautiful cafe, that's really nice. And from here you can walk down and towards the river. We're on the outskirts of this fortress again, and as I'm walking around it, I saw those cracks, and that was probably the biggest one in this wall. And I think I can visually see how this part is lower than that one. So of course, because of these, it's so old, there would have been so many geological, whatever you want to call it, those activities, even small movements over the long time. It's clear that, you know, it's like separating the wall. So they got a military museum here as well, hence we see all this military equipment here, tanks, the launches, all that kind of stuff. Military Museum Belgrade, here we are. Is that a torpedo? I think it is a torpedo. Oh, there are a few. Is it a torpedo or is it actually a missile? I think it's a torpedo. Oh, it is a torpedo. Got some knowledge, because once it's in the water, it will control its speed, angle. Anti-aircraft gun, same torpedo. That's a cute torpedo. What is that? carrying a float of German miners. Not sure. German underwater mine. Oh yeah, I've seen those. You know, the balls kind of like a float in the water, and then the cables. Why did we build this kind of shit? Like, yes, they look cool, but come on, guys. So is that a torpedo launcher? Well, no, it's a rubbish launcher. Yeah, I believe. So many anti-aircraft guns. Oh, this one just sitting there, having a rest. I do love military equipment, but I don't know. It's too much money. I'm sure the money could be used in better ways, but some of us give reason to others to build more and more. Don't get me started. So we just left the fortress and now I'm gonna head over to the river bank. And man, one thing in Europe, a lot of stairs, like a lot. So when I got here last night, the Google Maps were telling me to pick this route. And I come up here, I'm like, nah, no way. It's not going anywhere. But that's not the case, because if you just turn around here, we have stairs. So it's not the best presentable, but here, that's what it looked from this side. Cool graffiti. Of course, there's a lot of rubbish lying around. Like, even in the cannons, people had chucked rubbish in them. Stupid. It's just so disgusting. That's one thing I don't get it. Like, just rubbish. Just pick up yours. Don't pick up others. Not asking anyone to be a hero. Just clean up after yourself. Pick up your rubbish. And in a bigger picture, it'll be all good. But anyway. Stairs. One thing I'm not going to miss about Europe when I go back home, stairs. It's a lot of cardio. Like, the whole Europe, it's up and down, up and down, up and down. Not my favorite. Alright, almost here. So we're back in the city. Alright guys, hopefully you enjoyed our tour today. What time is it now? 12. That's great. Time for lunch. And yeah, I'll be out again. Probably I'm just gonna sit down and plan my next week, because I haven't planned it yet. God, I'm losing my breath. But I'll be definitely going out again in the evening. Hopefully get the sunset. The clouds are clear, so we should have a nice sunset, and it's not too far from here. So we'll see you in those future videos. You guys take care. Bye bye.